Not only is Underdog Fantasy going to give you free money to play, they're also going to give you absolute gifts of a line like this Tatum more than half of a point. My name is Angelo. This is We Want Picks, and I'm going to give you my favorite Underdog Fantasy entry for UFC Louisville. And on a bonus, a nice little cherry on top, we are going to get a free leg here. 1 point equals that win. So all we're going to do is juice our payout here. But the first thing you're going to do is go to wewantpicks.com/underdog. Use promo code WWP. They will instantly match your deposit. If you give them $10, they'll give you $10. If you give them $100, they will give you $100 instantly that you can use to build your own entries, that you can build an entry with, win, and then withdraw. No weird rollovers, no weird nonsense. They give you the free money. You use the free money. You play it. You keep it. It is that simple. wewantpicks.com/underdog, promo code WWP. Let's go ahead and build our entry for UFC Louisville, but obviously right off the rip, we're adding Tatum to get more than a half a point. The dude's going to score a point. It is the first game in the finals. He's going to score at least 2 points, maybe even 1. We might only get 1 point out of him. Dude gets fouled, goes to the line, bink. We'll take the point. That's all we need. We have a full game. We're good. This is a gift. They give it to you like this on purpose. Now, let's go ahead and build our actual entry. What I do love about Underdog Fantasy is the fact that they have props for basically every fighter. Not even just every fight, but they essentially have props for every fighter on every card. And I absolutely love it, especially when you expand and you can bet on under a finish. And we have a couple of spots here where I absolutely love. But let's go ahead and work our way down. Raul Rosas, I'm going to leave this alone. It should go to a decision, but we just watched him flatline somebody with one single punch. This fight was booked a while ago. It was canceled on fight night. It's been rebooked. Like, I'm going to leave this alone. If the takedown line was lower, I would jump on that. Over 3.5, we've seen his opponent get taken down a ton of times. I believe he was taken down 6 times in his last fight. But again, I don't trust it just yet. We're going to leave that alone. At the end of the day, Raul Rosas Jr. is only 19 years old, and those aren't necessarily the most dependable people in this world. If you work our way down, Julian Marquez, we're going to leave that alone, because there are some other spots that I like. We did do the over 30 significant strikes on Prize Picks, but we're going to leave it alone because we have a 5 entry here now that we've added the Jason Tatum line. If we go Bruno Ferreira, he's going to finish here. I think he absolutely flatlines, railroads Dustin Stoltzfus, so we have that in our entry here. The payout is not... they reduced the payout a little bit because it is basically, I don't want to say it's a guarantee, but they've reduced the payout a little bit because it's as close to a short thing as you're going to get. But it's okay because we've got a basically free leg here. Work our way down to Ludovic Klein. I'm sticking with my over on the significant strikes. I like the over 51.5 significant strikes. If you run through his fight history, he has cruised past this number several times in many fights. And I get it. Thiago Moises is good. Thiago Moises has fought some of the best people in the world. But Ludovic Klein has shown us that he can defend takedowns, shown us that he can be versatile, shown us that he can get the volume going and doing what he needs to do. I think he's going to chop the legs. I think he's going to stay in Thiago's face, defend the takedowns. This likely goes to a decision, and we likely get past 51.5 significant strikes. We're going to leave Miguel Baeza alone. The reality is one of these two gentlemen should get knocked out. And knowing which one is kind of impossible, honestly. Miguel Baeza is a 2-1 favorite, and it doesn't make sense to me. He's been gone for 2 years. He's been knocked out 2 times in a row. So I don't know how he's such a massive favorite. We're going to leave that alone. Dustin Stoltzfus is getting finished. That's why they're going to juice the lines there to try to trick you into something you don't need to do. Where's Bruno Ferreira? I already got Bruno. I got Ludovic. Where's Thiago? Where is Thiago Moises? I have both ends of that fight. Ludovic, Thiago, right here. I'm nearly. We're going to go under a half of a submission, or we can just go under half of a finish. We're going to go under half of a finish because you get a tiny bit better of a payout. 0.65 instead of 0.6. Hey, money's money, especially when it's going to be free here. Thiago Moises is not going to finish Ludovic Klein. If he does sneak out a win, I think he'll get it to the ground and could potentially work some control and make it a little tricky, win a scramble or two. I don't think he's going to finish Ludovic Klein. Ludovic Klein has shown us how durable he can be. He has been in a few wars. He has seen some adversity, and obviously he's not undefeated, but we haven't seen him just get steamroll finished before. So the lower than a half a finish here, I absolutely love on Thiago Moises. Honestly, what would be just straight up as free as these things could get is just a 2-pick entry with Thiago Moises and that Jason Tatum. That's it. Max it out, and you're good to go. And then the last one will be our girl, Eduardo Mora, higher than 2.5 takedowns. The reality is she gets takedowns. She takedowns who she wants when she wants. Her opponent, Denise Gomes, gets taken down. She's been taken down several times. Angela Hill, notably, took her down over and over and over again. I think Eduardo Mora is going to get past the 2.5 takedowns. Frankly, she can get past it early, or even if she gets the takedown and then has insane control time, this likely doesn't finish. So we're going to have 3 rounds. Every single round starts standing. That's 1 takedown per round. We get to the 2.5. So I already have my entry built, but let's go ahead and do another one here. I'll throw $10 at it because we do have this free square. And with this free square, we have Jason Tatum more than half a point because that's a free square. We have Bruno Ferreira higher than a half a finish. I absolutely think there is a finish in this fight on that side. Ludovic Klein, more than 51.5 significant strikes. Thiago Moises, less than a half of a finish. Eduardo Mora, more than 2.5 takedowns. This is my entry. You can build your own entry. If you love it, great. If you hate it, that's fine too. The most important thing here is go get your free money. WeWantPicks.com/underdog. Use promo code WWP.